Doug Murphy, congratulations on Scooby-Doo and the Gourmet Ghost.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So, talk a bit about the experience of making this film. Why this story?
Well, it just seemed like when they wrote the script, it was Scooby and Shaggy and food was a no-brainer. So they went to it, and we got Bobby Flay and Jada De Laurentiis and Michael Samuelson in there, and so we had fun. It was exciting.
Well, yeah, having Bobby Flay and Gia, two celebrity chefs like that. Is that the first in the Scooby-Doo universe?
Well, I think it's a tradition to have celebrity guest stars historically, and as far as I know, this might be the first celebrity chefs that they've had. But it seems like it could have happened a long time ago. It seems a little obvious, you know.
Wait, did they provide the catering on the set?
they they did not. Our fingers were crossed when we went to record, but oh yeah, no cooking.
So, talk about the mystery without spoiling details. I know it's another, the ghost, right? Supernatural. What's the mystery that the van or the gang is trying to solve this time?
Well, the gang goes to a cooking resort owned by Bobby Flay, and it's haunted by a ghost, and they solve the mystery, or try to solve the mystery anyway, not to give it away.
And Bobby and Gia kind of contributed in the effort.
Yes. Bobby and Giada were both majorly integral to the movie, so to the story. I'm trying to avoid giving away spoilers.
And is there another Scooby-Doo gig that you're going to be directing next?
Not immediately, no.
Not on the horizon?
Not on the horizon, exactly. That's the best way to put it. So,
Last question. So what is it about this gang that made them so iconic to you in person? What your opinion?
for me, what I love about it, and what I love about what we're trying to do is we can do some goofy fun with the gang. They all the characters are relatable, and then you can have kind of a scary, as scary as you can get in animation for scary moments, and then you can go back to goofy fun, and so I feel like that's what makes it work.
Hey everybody, here at Comic Con, and I'm here with my red carpet BFF.
We've been through a lot together, haven't we?
Yes. We're here in celebration of Scooby-Doo and the Gourmet Ghost coming out this August and September. Now, you're not voicing Wonder Woman in this one.
No, not Wonder Woman. Now I'm Daphne. Yes, I'm switching gears. Jeepers, I got to get back into my. It's very mysterious. I was this weird Wonder Woman lady yesterday, or no, I was Unikitty yesterday.
Unikitty,
Whatever.
that's right. So contrast the voicing somebody like Wonder Woman compared to somebody like Daphne.
Well, the Wonder Woman I was playing yesterday or Thursday, Friday. What day is it? she's kind of a Mediterranean teenager, and then I was Puppycorn yesterday, and so now I had to switch gears into the Daphne, and I'm trying, and the purple dress helps.
I love it. And of course, there's a lot of incarnations and versions of Daphne.
Mm-hmm.
And so, how do you put your own spin?
Well, I've been doing Daphne now for 20 years, if you can believe that. It's crazy. So my spin's been on it for quite a while. I think she's gotten more and more sarcastic over the years. I think a lot of gray has kind of seeped into Daphne. She started out a little more innocent and sweet. But yeah, and then depending on the irreverence of the writing, because like Mystery Incorporated, we took a lot of liberties. So, and then the Be Cool Scooby-Doo was just like really super out there.
That's
She had
right.
a beard and a puppet. Daphne's been on a journey. So I'm just right there with her.
I feel like if I cook in front of Bobby, Flay, and Gia, I'd feel intimidated because they'd be like, "You're doing that wrong. You're doing this wrong."
I can make like casseroles. I make everything that they made in the 50s and 60s. I can make all that. Like Betty Crocker would have been very proud. But yeah, no, none of that, any of that gastronomy or any of that new stuff.
Fancy smancy gourmet.
No, I'm not good at that. Order it.
So have you met them?
I didn't get to meet
Okay,
them.
not
I
yet?
was so sad because I'm such a fan of both of them.
Oh.
I love to go to Vegas, and I love to, Bobby Flay has that like a Tex-Mex kind of restaurant there, and I love.
Okay.
And then Jada has her own thing there, and so Vegas is the place for the celebrity chefs.
I like that.
I go more for them than the slot machines. A little bit for the slot machines.
And then the blue guys, the blue boys. Yeah.
A blue man, yeah. Oh, I go for that too. Yeah.
Now, so without spoiling details, what's the synopsis? What can we expect in this story, in this installment?
Well, Scooby and Shaggy love to eat.
Okay.
So it's a perfect combination. Like, I can't believe it didn't come out earlier. It's such a perfect no-brainer. Just like, of course, there are a lot of gourmet food, a lot of eating, a lot of shenanigans.
A lot of mysteries.
Yes, there's a mystery, and it catches you by a little bit by surprise.
All right, Tim, congratulations on Scooby-Doo and the Gourmet Ghost.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Very exciting.
This movie seeing the poster makes me hungry.
Yeah, well, it should. It certainly made Shaggy and Scooby hungry, I'll tell you.
Yeah, they've been liking food all, their lives. Like, why is the right time now for this?
Those guys were foodies before foodies were foodies, right?
Yeah.
So I think we were overdue
Yes.
for a celebrity chef crossover with Scooby-Doo.
Now, talk a bit about having Bobby Flay and Gia in this installment.
Yeah, Giada De Laurentiis and Bobby Flay. And we also have an appearance from Marcus Samuelsson, who is another great world-class chef. They were amazing. They were absolutely amazing. I think people, when we went into it, we were like, oh, is this the kind of thing that, these guys they're not voice actors. They're not, is this and I said, I feel like these are TV stars. They know how to hit their marks. Boy, did they. They're terrific. They really brought it. So they were a lot of fun, and they were game for the whole thing from day one.
And they play themselves, right? The characters.
They do. They play themselves. Yeah. Yeah. So
without giving the spoilers away, what's the story here?
Well, what can I say? I don't know. I don't know what's a spoiler and what's not at this point. But I will say this: it's Scooby-Doo, so it's a ghost story. It's a mystery, certainly, and there's a ghost involved. But when we start, we meet our gang, our the Mystery Inc., the Scooby Gang, on their way to a new resort in New England, run by who we will find out is Fred's uncle, Bobby Flay. And but once they get there, of course, as always, the madness begins.
Now, these characters are so beloved. They're so iconic over the years. Talk about the process, I don't know, in the writer's room probably, about, okay, for the next movie, let's take Scooby-Doo to space or underwater. Like,
it's a lot of what you just said. It's a lot of just like, well, what if we put Scooby-Doo underwater in Atlantis? So there's it's a lot of what if, and it's a thing that's been around for so long. You think, oh, there's no way I can do something new with this. I'm sure it's been done before, but when you have such a great core group of characters, and you've got such great actors who've been portraying those characters for so long, I think it's very easy to put them into crazy new situations and watch how it all plays out.
Last questions. What kind of foods or gourmet can we expect to see in this installment? Like spaghetti, maybe?
Goodness, no. Wait, listen. This is fancy. Okay, we've got world-class chefs here. I think you're going to see some maybe some Chateaubriand.
In animation.
You're going to see a very complicated beef Wellington. Yeah. The idea was, what would Shaggy and Scooby want to eat if they got to hang around with great chefs? Because when they're on the road, they don't always eat amazing they don't eat gourmet food. They don't eat gourmet food necessarily. So we said, well, what would be the thing that they would want? So you'll see some of those. You'll see some of their favorites that you didn't even know were favorites.